But I'll give you my take. When I die,
When he dies, give me some.
we don't wear deodorants apparently.
I would never want anyone to experience what I went through.
This is so tiring, and I have to put a stop to this. Along the journey, when I think back, I just want to be me.
Great. Good. Testing. Hi everyone. Welcome back to the Discovery channel, which is the podcast for inspiration over a cup of coffee or even a hot chocolate. I'm Mia, half of M&M.
And I'm the other half of M&M. My name is Maheysh. Okay. So this episode is extra special.
Yeah.
As you can see, we are in a cozy environment. We have festive moods going on.
We have our headbands on now.
Going on. Hot chocolate, marshmallow, you know what's up. So we're gonna be calling it something special too. And this episode is gonna be called
Thank you
Next Christmas. Alright.
So Christmas is a time when people naturally look back on the year, reflecting on personal growth, and also revisit like lessons learned throughout the year. Like we have like highs and lows. So we will also like exchange gifts and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So it builds the excitement for like the end of the year, right, Maheysh?
Perfect time to talk about the end of the year. We're gonna reflect a bit. We're gonna talk about leadership, this and that.
Yeah.
We'll get to that soon. But without further ado, let's introduce our guest. We have the perfect guest joining us today, and it's Hazelina Tan.
Hi!
A perfect girl in red.
Maheysh and Mia, right?
Yep,
Yes.
that's right.
The M&M.
Perfect M&M duo.
Yeah.
Okay, show me what you guys got.
Okay, so you're here, in red,
Right?
and
It's
seen that-
Christmas season.
yeah, it's Christmas season, cozy season.
Yeah.
So we would like to take a peek behind the curtains of Hazelina Tan.
Wow.
What's behind it close in her heart and her mind.
Wow. Don't make it sound so glamorous. People will have high expectation on it.
No, just like chill back.
Okay.
It'll be okay.
Alright, so if you guys somehow don't know anything about Hazelina Tan already, which we don't, it doesn't make sense. But let me just give you a little bit of introduction to who
Yeah.
Hazel is. So Hazel is the Bendahari Kormat for KMUKM, which is the student body for University Kebangsaan Malaysia. Alright? So she has been a passionate student leader for all her life with a wealth of experience in academic responsibilities and also personal growth. She is the real role model deal, guys.
Yes.
Alright,
Wait, I
so
know.
alright, let's move on to our first segment, Hazel.
Okay.
First step in taking a peek behind your curtains. We're going to be calling it humble beginnings.
Humble beginnings. I like that.
Right. So, you've been a student leader and have been in UKM for some time now.
Yeah.
And you're a role model by now.
That's 3 years.
Yeah, 3 years. It's a long time. A lot of experiences. So I want to know, was there any moment or moments early on in your life where you knew or you sort of like knew that you want to go on this leadership thing, Was there any moment as such? Should we know about anything that you haven't brought any light to yet so far?
Thank you very much, Maheysh, for the question, and thank you very much, TEDxUKM, for the invitation. So, back to your question. Honestly, nothing grand. It's not a single moment,
Alright.
but I think it's a series of realization that shaped the decision I made today. Because back then, there was a specific experience. Though there was this senior. It's a junior. It's a junior I met during high school. She was struggling academically and financially.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, and she confronted me that time because she shared how she felt that how invisible she felt and how unsupported and hurt she felt that time. So that moment, I realized that leadership isn't about titles, isn't about recognitions. It's about being the strength voice for the people that felt powerless at that time. Yes. So that time I become her personal tutor. Basically her senior, guide her in a studies because she was struggling, right? As I mentioned before, she was struggling with her academics and financial. She cannot afford to, hire a tutor. Tuition can be expensive, right? So I offer my knowledge, and at the end of the day, this was the big moment. She came to me and said this one specific sentence that, Hazel, thank you very much for having the courage to believe in myself.
Wow.
Yes, that was that sentence and that sentence stayed with me. That moment stayed with me until today, because I realized that just some very tiny effort you do to someone can, contribute a meaningful and lasting difference. Yes, it's very true.
Wow, that's very inspiring.
Yeah.
So the seeds of you being a leader has been planted very early on.
Yes, I think during my primary school days, because I've always have this one philosophy I carried throughout my life. It's about true success or true happiness. It's the true happiness comes from seeing others succeed because of what you've given them. Yes.
Oh,
Wow,
That's
that's deep.
yeah, that's very deep.
I carried this philosophy since I think my 11 years old. My mom told me this. Yeah. Thank you, mother. Love you, mom.
Shout out, mom.
Shout out,
Love you,
mother.
Right.
Yeah, that was it.
Happiness only real when shared.
Yes.
Yeah.
Happiness.
That was why I'm today, because I think leadership is a very pivotal, and everyone should have this skill. You have to have this skill to a betterment of yourself and to the people around you. Yeah.
And it's like a domino effect, right? If you
Yes,
have that
true.
skill.
You inspire other people.
So it's not always going to be like one moment kind of thing. It's always going to be like
True.
this thing building up to you,
Yes.
being
Yes.
leader.
Yes. True.
So I also want to ask, since this segment is called Humble Beginnings,
Mhm.
what if somebody's goal isn't to help build the nation or do something big? What if their goals is very small?
It doesn't matter, as long as if you yourself think it makes sense. It doesn't matter to other people.
You contribute to, like in a different sense.
If you think your idea can go far, like for example in business, right? If you think your idea is worth it, go on. Don't care about other people's opinion, because if you think you can do it, that's the answer. The magic will come later on. The effort will come along with the determination and the trust you have in yourself. It's not trust, it's faith. Yes, trust and faith, two different things.
Right.
Yeah.
So I also want to ask Mia,
Yep.
did you have any experiences in leadership or something else that we should know, something that you contributed to that's not by traditional means?
I mean, I wasn't really too much like into leadership because I think that I'm good at following.
I see.
I'm good at
You
following.
need a world of, a good follower and a leader. Not everyone have to be a leader. Yeah. Great.
So like I think for your that question, like leadership, I think I do have a few. In school I was in the editorial board.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did a little bit of like magazine. I was like appointed as the deputy head of
Wow.
culture. So
Congratulations.
that's like a new step for me, In like
Congratulations.
yeah, thank you so much. You inspire me a lot actually.
Nah.
Yes.
Seeing you like on Instagram, like you've done so much, girl. No.
Yes, actually, you guys are very humble, by the way. I know all of your
That's why we call this episode, right? Humble
humble
beginnings.
beginnings. Okay, but like you guys are bringing yourself down. I read something recently that I think that other than when you all talk about being a follower versus being a leader, I read something that told me to keep the water running. That was like a metaphor
Yeah.
because you don't always have to create something, you don't have to do something, you don't have to create a club, you don't have to run an organization. Sometimes more impact can be made by running one or running one that's already been run. So, you guys are amazing leaders. So I think shall we move on?
yourself as well.
Thank you so much.
It's gonna be so much like amazing things for you in the future. So like just sit back, yourself.
Just follow the flow.
Yeah.
And a good leader cannot live without good follower. Yeah. So balance,
Yeah.
right? They
It's all
have to
about
come
balance.
hand in hand.
I hear you. Right. So we want to get to the more juicier stuff.
Juicy.
So shall we move
Let's
on to the
into-
next
Yes.
segment?
Okay, so like as you can see, we've seen a lot of like Hazel's achievements like everywhere on Instagram. I follow you on LinkedIn by the
Did
way.
I post? Wow.
Like there's a lot, like there's a million probably like about like
Is that
everything.
humble bragging?
So was there like a mentor like somewhere you could shed like a light on someone who inspires you like maybe back then or like currently who pushed you, tested your limits?
Yeah.
Is anyone? Does
Was
anyone
there,
really-
was there like that, fierce guy?
Yeah.
You
Who
know,
was
you're,
like firm with you, like you gotta do this, you gotta do that.
you gotta do it my way. You gotta
Yeah.
do this. Has to be perfect. You can't sleep 8 hours a day.
Damn.
Was there anything like
That's
that?
so scary, bro.
Anybody who
Stating-
pushed you?
Stating the obvious, obviously, my mother has always been my greatest source of inspiration. Thank you again, mother.
Shout out mom.
Shout out, mother. Because my mom, she led by example by showing strength and kind. I think a lot of people out there, they cannot balance strength and being kind. They sometimes be very fierce or they're too soft. But my mother, she's the perfect example of the balance, like it's not equilibrium. She aligned kindness and strength when being a leader. Yeah. Because my mother, she's a business. She made business up. So basically business, of course you have leadership skills, right? So aside from my mother, specifically in UKM, there were two people I want to give honorable mention to. Mariam, if you're watching this, I will pause you. Mariam and Zul, thank you very much because without your support, I wouldn't be where I am today because these two people has always pushed me to limit. They always, when I at my lowest, they are the two person that it's okay, Hazel, you can do this. I want to see you at the top, yada yada. So they set the example of, they show me the power of believing in others. Yeah.
Could you tell me a little bit about when you were a kid and was this business run by your mother when you were little or were you already grown?
Yeah, it's a family business descended from my late grandmother.
I see. So were you like following your mother around when she was,
Yes.
recruiting
Business.
people, managing people?
Yes.
So I guess that was your first-hand leadership,
Yep. I
type
picked
of.
up a lot from there.
First exposure.
Yeah.
See?
I have to socialize a lot with my mom's colleague, my mom's business partner, and I'm familiar, But unfortunately, I'm studying biology. So I'm sorry, mother, but business, maybe later, but I have my own dream. So
That's amazing.
Doesn't mean
Yeah.
it's not important, right?
yeah, doesn't mean it's not important. I can still pursue business, but maybe as my second option or my
Or
side
side.
hustle.
Yeah, side hustle.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Okay, so I want to ask about legacy
Okay.
and identity
Okay.
and leaving your mark on this world.
Okay, so starting like with the big one. This is our another segment. It's called legacy and identity. So starting with the big one, have you had that Robert Frost moment? The one where you take the road less traveled, where you took a leap of faith that defined your journey so far.
Robert Frost movement.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that one
The
decision,
one decision.
That's so deep, huh?
Yeah. Was there any such moment that you felt was very, very, such deep, painful moment that you had to sacrifice?
Sacrifice.
Obviously, of course I have. So my Robert Frost moment, I think, when I have to jeopardize my weekend, my semester break, but that's my choice. I choose to make that choice because usually my friends, this was when after SPM, uh, all of my friends they have this one. They were like everyone just have this fit into a mold. Okay, after semester, after SPM, they want to work. They want to go on vacation. Something like entertainment stuff. But I know deep down, I have another vision. I have another plan on that. So I think my Robert Frost moment was I took another path on joining volunteering projects. Tons of volunteering projects. So
This was after SPM.
yeah, starting from that. So specifically, I choose to give free tutoring to underprivileged students at my housing area, Sumbang. So at that moment, many of my friends, even my family members, questioned. So Hazel, why are you not, you know,
Exactly, I would ask that question. Why are you not
Why not?
why are you
enjoying
not, why are
your
you,
work so
yeah,
much?
why are you not having the
Time
best time,
after-
time
yeah.
of your life,
It's
go
like
go out
freedom,
with your
you know.
friends and right, but and why did I not charge the students? Because Subang most of the parents are they afford to
Yeah.
pay for the tuition, but I choose to be different. I choose to be sincere, and I think I find solace in helping people. So I decided to just never mind. Free class, free tutor,
That's
free
very
tuition.
Exactly.
It's
Yeah.
very sweet of people.
I think that's the biggest
Robert Frost.
Robert Frost moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know you've been around for a while, so don't be too humble. I wanna delve deep into your experiences. What
Yeah.
was there any such moment? Must be one. Everyone has one.
I'd say there's like a lot right now going in my
Okay,
mind.
give me the
Most significant.
significant one. That that a painful sacrificial moment, but was meaningful to you in the long run.
But this is like more about friends.
It's okay. I mean, if you're okay sharing, this is the time to reflect.
I've like lost a lot of friends throughout since like high school. So I'm kind of, even though it's like sad to say it and talk about it, but I'm like used to it. But right now I feel like I appreciate like most of my friends right now. Shout out to Kyrie and Aisha from TEDx. You guys like keep me grounded lah. And thank you so much. Like you guys helped me a lot. When I'm at my lowest, if you guys didn't know, I was like sad at the time. So, and also shout out to Del and Sab. They've graduated, but yeah, like the greatest companies like I've ever had like in my life. So I'm learning to like appreciate, the people who come into your life and just take your time to appreciate people around you. So yeah, that's all
Right.
from me.
Thank you. Reflective times, friendship.
Yes.
Few of us have definitely lost and also gained some friends. But hopefully we will go on to the new year with a new note, And so let's continue. So I want to ask Hazel first. What do you want to leave behind in the world? What do you want your name to mean when you are not here?
What are people gonna remember?
When people look back at Hazel, what do you want them to?
Hazelina time.
That's devastating. I never thought of when I die.
Yeah.
Never thought
A
of
bit
that.
deep topic, but
I mean, like maybe not in that way. Maybe they're like your last impression.
Yeah, I think it would be Hazel. She inspired people. Yeah, that's one sense. Yeah. She did this. She contributed to the society. She helped people. I think that's the most valuable thing.
So that's like the biggest contribution you can ever give.
Yeah.
Inspiration.
Yeah, inspiration. Because I believe that when we instill inspiration to other person, to any other people, the inspiration will continue. There's a continuation of legacy of inspiration. One leader, a good leader will
Inspire the next.
inspire another leader, and it keeps going and going. The cycle will never ending. It's a circle.
So you want to contribute in that.
Yes.
I see. Amazing answer. Mia, what about you? What do you want to leave behind?
I feel like
To your name, when people look back at Mia, what do you want them to remember?
I would want people to know me by like kindness, of course. Like I mean that's a general answer, right?
No,
But,
that's not a general answer. That's an amazing answer.
Not everyone want to be kind.
Yeah.
In this harsh world.
yeah, I mean like I want people to see me as someone who is generous with love and kindness, and that's important to me. After like the experiences I've had, like I would never want anyone to experience what I went through. So yeah, that's what I want. What about you, Maheysh?
Yeah.
I don't have a very fancy answer for this one, but I'll give you my take. When I die,
When he dies. When he dies, guys.
last impression, right?
Yeah.
When I die, I don't want. I never grew up having a dream of building nations or being a leader. That all came later. If I was really honest with myself, I wanted to be that wild guy, like a monkey.
Whoa.
Freedom.
Yeah, freedom. I wanted to be the guy who had freedom. I don't wanna. I grew up loving Steve Jobs.
Yeah.
And he advocated for not living with dogma,
Yeah.
with other people's thinking. When other people say you have to be this, I want to be that guy who does something different. That's all I want to be remembered for. I never had one thing
No.
to put value to my name. I never wanted to be, oh, this guy was president for this. That's him. I didn't want any of that. I didn't want to be CEO of Apple or CEO of any multinational company that's big lah. I just want to be
Maheysh.
that's
Maheysh.
Just
something else other than the CEO or leadership, whatever.
No.
Yeah.
That's sick. Actually.
I want to be that guy, that mysterious person when they like find some old history shop, they find that old random book sitting in there and you open up and they see my name. I want like that one person to know who is this guy.
Oh, okay. I get
That's
it.
all.
Something niche.
Something niche.
Something niche.
I apologize. I don't have.
You don't have to
you
apologize.
do not need to apologize. That's a different thinking, and we
Yeah.
should also like
Different perspective.
different perspective. People are brought up differently, so
I'm so glad
Out
we
of
all
the
have, something else to
yeah.
say.
Yeah, exchange ideas.
You know what? Maybe since you guys are here, I'll be the one to build the nation. Or something. We'll see.
You never know, right?
You'll never know.
Yeah.
What the future holds for us.
So if
knows
like
next?
one day I'll see your name on like the election
Yeah.
posters or
Yeah,
something.
something. All of a sudden, I'm gonna
Yeah.
post everywhere, and I'm doing my manifesto speech like Lee Kuan Yew.
Yeah.
We never know, he could be the next prime minister in 10 years.
Or he could be like on the moon someday. He could like who
It
knows?
could be anything.
Yeah.
So, on that note, let's leave this year. Whatever wounds we have healed, hopefully, and we will move on a high note, a hopeful note, the kind that you might find in a Walt Whitman book or a Robert Frost book. So, next part, identity.
I think that we all struggle with identity. Me included, very, very much.
I think that's pretty normal.
Yeah, that's pretty normal. Hazel, did you ever feel like your identity gets fragmented between who you are, like in UKM and as yourself? And how did you bring those pieces together?
Every
Right.
second. I think I have a lot of, it's not split personality, it's just that I have to be adaptable to the situation. Let's say I'm a student, I have to be there. this.
Mhm.
I'm a student representative council. I have to be this. I'm a daughter as well. I have to be this. So sometimes it's so daunting, and I feel like I'm wearing a lot of masks.
Mm.
Yeah, sometimes. But along the journey, when I think back, I just want to be me. I don't want to be. For this situation, I have to be this. For this situation, I have to be this. For this position, I have to mold myself, or be that kind of person. I don't want to be that person anymore. I used to be that kind of person, and I think it's
It's
unhealthy.
draining.
It's draining,
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's basically you become a people pleaser, right? So I just feel like instead of having a lot of fragmented pieces of yourself, looking from another perspective, instead of fragmented, layering of yourself to reveal the authenticity of yourself. Just be yourself in any situation.
But how did you felt that you had worn many masks, and now you
You just realize, and you just like, wait, this is me.
Yes.
How
I
did-
think
was it that realization that caused you to like overcome that, or was there anything else?
it's because I feel draining. At one point, I feel like I don't want to be that person, but because of my president or something higher ups needs me to be that way. So, okay, this is so tiring, and I have to put a stop to this. But I know myself deep down. I know I'm a very spirited person, so I remain that way in any other situation.
And
What-
that's Hazelina type.
Yes.
That's a really that person.
Okay. So was there any challenges like you are in student government, right? And I just wanna, because from this is my theory. When someone new steps in, they probably feel like they have to be that one type of leader. They have to be that either the fierce kind or the military type of leader, or they have to be really nice, they have to be really welcoming. But that's not who they are. Was there any challenges that you felt like, I have to bring my personality in this, and the people around you didn't accept me? Was there any situation like that? Was there any clashing? Or was it just a smooth ride?
I think very smooth, because one thing I always emphasize, whether being a leader or generally myself, is democracy. Democracy and taking every other people's opinion counts, making it important. Every voices are equally important. So when I'm at the top, it means that I have to make my team, my friends, my family think that their opinion counts. Yes, democracy.
Thank you. So, yeah, what about you? Do you have any masks that you wanna unmask anything?
Unmask.
I already unmasked myself a bit just now. But I think, when I first met Maheysh, he was like, what did you say about me?
I thought that you were a super cool person.
Oh, okay. Oh, thank you. No, but like, you.
Did I say anything bad?
No. But
No?
like you said that you didn't expect me to be an engineering, student.
Yeah, that's
Right,
Oh
because,
yeah,
like,
yeah, that's right.
I'm
That's
like, engineering? You're into like engineering, and I'm like, yeah, I'm engineering. So a lot of
It's
people.
all coming back now.
Yeah. That's what you said. So that's what most people think about me when they see me. They're like, you don't look like someone in science. They're like, probably in
I
arts.
apologize for doing that. I was judging. on
No,
my-
it's
my
not
part.
like that, but I do actually like literature, arts, and I love movies. A lot of my masks are, in real life, but on the internet, I'm like myself a lot, most of the time. So why am I saying I'm yapping it?
No, that's okay. That's what we want.
So I share more online, which is kind of weird.
Is it though? Like social media is always like a big thing for certain people.
Mm,
I also spend a lot of time curating
yeah.
my stories.
Yeah, I'm more authentic online than in real life because this degree isn't really my first choice. I mean,
What's your
chemical
first choice?
Um, I My first choice was software, but in multimedia. So in
Oh.
FTS, I think.
Yeah.
Right. So I didn't get that. So I pursued chemical engineering. And
Is this your
so-
Robert Frost moment number 2?
Yeah, number 2.
Yeah.
But like my parents like supported me, throughout my degree. So
That's
I'm
great.
like thankful for that. Even though I'm struggling right now, I'm almost at the finish line. So hopefully it works out for me in the end. Hopefully 1 more year.
Yeah, that's good, girl.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So
Okay, so like, I'm so sorry for telling you like that, but I think there's a lesson to be learned here.
Apology accepted.
yes, accept.
Okay, so I think there's no way there is anyone, I don't know, engineering personality that I was.
Oh.
Yeah.
There shouldn't be a stereotype.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why did I'm so sorry. Why did I do that?
No,
That's-
it's fine. Because
I know,
a lot of
that's why I
people
thought-
say that about me.
I thought that you would be someone on the creative side.
Yeah.
As from degree point of view.
Mhm.
I also know you're like a creative person outside of
Yeah.
classes as well, so that can happen. You can do 2 things at once. So yeah,
It's okay. I can do a chemical engineering and also like movies.
Yeah. This is where we destigmatize the perceptions,
People
of
can
how
like a lot of
people
things.
view us.
by the way, I'm from computer science,
Oh.
and
Okay.
a lot of stereotypes, I should say.
Okay.
We
Give me some.
we don't wear deodorants apparently.
That's a very famous one.
Yeah,
actually.
everywhere on TikTok. I wear all the time. I brought one in my bag.
But
also.
is it specifically only in UKM or other?
Everywhere. Every computer
You don't
science
shower.
students don't shower.
Yeah.
They're
Did you
just
shower?
cold.
That's hard.
I did 3 times.
That's unkind.
I have heard about that actually. A lot of my friends who went visit your faculty FESM, they said like it's true.
Oh my
Bullshit.
god.
There's like a smell. but-
Defend yourself.
Okay,
You
look,
better defend
I
yourself.
buy 2 deodorants every time. I used
Okay.
to. One is in the bag, one is
Can
indoors.
you show us?
Absolutely not.
Them right now.
Absolutely not. Okay, but
Yeah, we shouldn't stereotype.
True.
That's like very unkind and awful to the people.
now I feel very bad. I apologize one more time.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I talked about just now, so it's okay. Very good.
I also want to ask, like, how about culture? Like, how do you set the culture so that something like your teammates don't get overwhelmed and they don't feel like you're a bossy person?
And there like gonna be like new people who like join. So how do you introduce that and also maintain it with the who wants you?
How do I maintain the connection? The bond?
the bonding.
So basically, with my team, no boundaries. There is no boundaries set by me. I am not your president. I am your friend. You can ask that mindset. Yeah,
It's a good
because
mindset.
I always tell them, I always remind them that even you can come to me, even if you have financial problems, if you have family problems, you can always talk to me, because I don't want them to feel like we are working almost 100% of the time. Was just working. I don't like to have that kind of environment in work.
It's very tense.
Yeah.
To even think about it, right?
Yeah.
This is so much different than what I usually read, because I read about Steve Jobs, I read about Elon Musk. Those guys are like the bossy people,
Yeah.
Like they want you to they come in the room and they're,
Did you finish this?
yeah, did you do that?
Yeah, did you do that?
And once they're like done with some giant expensive project, they just throw it away
Mhm.
and just like, this is very, very good. So you set the stage as you as a friend first. You throw away the hierarchy up.
Yes, because I think it's very important to have that friend connection before you step into a serious work mode. If you're like, let's say you just straight away go to work,
Yeah.
the result will not be what we expected and what we want, because they will feel like they're being forced to do that work.
I see. I
Yeah,
understand.
so that's why it's very important to have open communication and comprehension. Yeah, this thing I always remind my team: communication and comprehension have to always come together. cannot only communicate but doesn't comprehend. You have to communicate and understand, and listen, not because of, you want to know why what's the response, but what can you take from the person perspective or the problem or anything that they are saying. For some people, they listen just to answer. Yeah.
So, was there any like burnout moments you want to talk about?
Burnout moments, of course. In this leadership journey, most of the time, but I'm grateful because I have big support from my parents, my friends, and one thing I always do when I feel like, oh my god, I don't want to continue with this, I will look up to all the messages. Okay, this is
This is your like strategy.
but yeah, this is what I
How
did.
to recharge.
Yeah, this is my coping mechanism. Aside from running my journal, I will look up to all the messages sent by my juniors, my friends, saying how proud they are of me and how I have helped them. So yes.
Yeah.
So I feel like,
She
okay,
needs it.
I start all of that and I will open when I feel, okay, I'm so tired, but I have to do this work. So I will open back all my messages and read up. Okay, people are expecting this and I have to continue this journey.
You're the chosen one.
No.
I feel like as we reach the end of 2024, we can't skip Spotify Wrapped, which is very important. Whereas for me, I think. What about you guys? How was it for you? What's your top 5, Hazel?
My top 5? Can
Yeah.
I just top 1?
Okay, if you want to.
My first, Chase Atlanta.
Oh, let's go. I like Friends.
Friends.
Yeah, it's an old song, right?
Yeah, my top album was Phases. Yes, Phases.
I'm sorry, I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
Really?
My music vocabulary is like on the other side.
Oh.
So, my top one artist is Tamil artist lah. His name is Anirudh. My Tamil boys will know. But yeah,
Interesting.
I see.
so like we have all those like motivational type of songs.
Oh,
There'll be like that one song that everybody sings. Like
Everybody knows.
everybody knows.
wow. Motivational type
You
of
guys should
songs.
definitely check out.
Okay.
Right. So let's move on. We are almost at the end. So I want to ask y'all like, what are your New Year resolutions before we close 2024?
Before we wrap up the year, I want to say one of my like New Year resolutions would be to lock in. Basically,
Wow.
I need to lock in, man. I need to lock in, Maheysh. I feel like I've been slacking a lot actually recently. So I just need to like lock in and be more in control. Because it's been tough this year and I had a lot of burnout, so that's what has been making me feel
Down.
down. So I just need to like lock in and have my priorities straight.
Okay. Third.
Right.
Okay.
What about
you,
you?
Hazel?
Hazel?
I think short and sweet. My new resolution for next year, 2025, will be more of let go and let go. Let go and let God. Yes.
Right.
Trust the process.
Success.
I'm the only one who never prepared new resolution. That's why I'm like, let's go with the flow. Because one would be to get into the filmmaking world.
To do it?
Filmmaking,
Filmmaking.
Wow, you want to be an actor?
director, writer, something like that.
Director.
Writer.
Anything.
He has a visual though to be an actor, right?
Yeah.
Why not?
You do have like
Yeah.
the
I got,
face.
I got like Mukta cardboard skit, so I can't act.
Go hard.
Maybe we'll see you on the screen sometime, Like your
Hopefully
name.
behind the scenes, but
Okay.
yeah, maybe like maybe.
Either ways, we'll still support.
You know what? My resolution will be to try to be an actor. How about
Try it.
to be an actor?
Okay.
Sure.
I'll try hard. Alright.
I'm looking forward, yeah?
Yeah,
Looking
you'll be
forward,
my. You guys will be my first audience.
Yeah.
Okay.
Send us the audition tip first.
Absolutely
I will go
not. I'll
through,
send you the final thing. Okay. Moving forward. So we are done with our podcast for today. I would like to thank TEDxUKM for having us.
Thank you,
TEDx.
TEDx.
Good luck,
And
TEDx.
also to our amazing guest, Hazelina.
Hazelina,
She's a
thank
busy
you.
person and yet she has made time for us for this
Thank you very
podcast.
much for the invitation.
Very welcome.
So much for spending time with us. I have had so much fun with her.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
I think I've learned a lot.
Yeah. We learned a lot from each other. You, especially Maheysh. We actually, today we discovered that actually FTSM student wear deodorants.
Yeah.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
Okay, thank God that stereotype is out of the way.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, and
So thank you, Mia, for being an amazing partner.
thank you so much, my other half of M&M,
Good luck.
Maheysh. Okay, so I would like to shout out my friend Ash for glamming me up today.
Amazing makeup.
Went through cheers, and everything else.
Very demure.
Very demure. Yeah.
Very
Thank you
cute.
so much, Ash, and thank you to Maheysh juga and Hazel
Yes,
again.
thank you
And
everyone.
thank you TEDx and everyone who helped me.
And editorial team especially
Editor
for the amazing.
Aisha, our head of editorial.
Yeah. Good luck in editing.
Even though we had delays,
Good luck in editing.
And
Right.
guys, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas. So we need to go through the title one more time because amazing title. So
Thank you next Christmas.
Christmas.
Bye.
Thank you.